Now that you've completed the chapter, The World of Packaging, let's talk about the learning outcomes. Let's talk about what you've learned from this chapter. What you learned in this chapter has to do with packaging industry growth and worth. The packaging industry is growing rapidly and does not show signs of slowing down anytime soon. According to the Smithers-Pyre report that was referred to in the introduction to this chapter, the estimated worth of digital printed packaging in the year 2017 was $13.2 billion and forecast to reach $23.2 billion by the year 2022. Labels are predicted to be the largest segment during the forecast period. However, folding carton, flexible packaging, and corrugated board applications are also growing rapidly through digital printing. Analog packaging is also growing by about 28% per year. All digital produced packaging is expected to increase by over 300% in the next few years. Let me talk a little bit about what you learned regarding digital inkjet and electrophotography. The three traditional processes for package printing, flexography, gravure, and lithography, will continue to be vital and necessary. However, nearly all digital press OEMs, that's original equipment manufacturers, are developing electrophotographic and inkjet systems and related technologies for packaging workflows. Some of these include special inkjet heads, web delivery systems, inline wrapping and finishing, and 3D visualization software for creating and reviewing package design. In this chapter, you also learned about packaging industry segments, and there are a number of them. For example, there's folding cartons. As the name indicates, this involves printing on thick, paper-based substrates which are subsequently folded and glued to form the package. The folding carton market is particularly well suited for digital printing and for inclusion by commercial printing companies. Historically, nearly all folding cartons have been produced using conventional offset printing. Therefore, as press runs become shorter and or more customized, it is ideal for digital processes and especially inkjet printing. Then there's the label printing industry segment. Labels are frequently printed in multiples and on narrow width web presses. Although this was traditionally done on flexographic presses, it is increasingly moving to digital inkjet devices. Label printing is often done on hybrid or combination printing systems, where printing and finishing is all done in a single pass using traditional and digital technology. Nearly all labels are one-sided, with some exceptions for labels on glass or other transparent containers. What makes them distinctive and also problematic for printers is the need for an adhesive surface on the back. Label stock is typically layered substrate with self-adhesive coating and a protective layer, which is removed when the labels are applied to the container. And also, labels must be die cut during the finishing process. Then there's the industry segment known as flexible packaging. Flexible packaging is traditionally produced using flexographic presses, which could easily handle non-paper substrates at very high speeds. However, brand interest in digital printing is very strong, due in part to the need for cost-effective short runs and customization. Flexible packaging poses its own challenges to graphic communicators. For example, designers must consider the various tabs, seals, distortions created by substrate shrinkage and other aspects of the finished product. And color management could be a significant issue for brands using flexible packaging. For both flexographic and digital printing, the color behavior of inks on plastic, film, and foil is often quite different from that of paper. Then there's the industry segment for corrugated packaging. Corrugated boxes are typically used to ship products individually or in quantity. They can be used in point-of-sale displays or for generic packaging in warehouse and retail stores. Corrugated board printing represents an area of promise for high-end presses because brands increasingly need short runs for their corrugated packaging. So OEMs competing in this area for producing presses that meet the requirements for corrugated box printing is a growth area. One of the expected growth areas for corrugated board printing is in direct-to-board inkjet printing on preformed corrugated containers. Then a relatively new industry segment for packaging is rigid plastics. I'm going to stop here and come in with part 2.